What's up everybody, Jemillio here with another SUPERX review. Now this is a very special drop that I'm gonna be talking about today. It's the Power Rangers drop. Now why is this so special? Because it is SUPERX's first officially licensed products. I'm super happy to see that they are growing. They got the attention of Hasbro, so this is their first officially licensed product. And not only that, this is the first ever Power Rangers performance gear. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a company like Nike or Under Armour or Adidas make Power Ranger focused activewear. So it's a first on both ends. It's a first for the Power Rangers community, and it's also a first for the SUPERX community. So I'm very, very excited, and I'm happy to be a part of this, and I cannot wait to get into this review. Now, one of the things I want to let you guys know is I'm always very honest and very upfront about my opinion of the clothes. I do have an affiliate code with them. I am affiliated with the company. My code is JEMIL. Gives you 15% off anything on their site, including this new drop. But with that said, I already made it very clear from the very beginning when I started working with them that I'm gonna mention if I don't like something. So I wanna let you guys know that even though I'm an affiliate with them, I'm still gonna be honest if there's things on the clothes that I do not like. And speaking of full transparency, I'm gonna start off by saying I'm not really a Power Rangers fan. I've never been a Power Rangers fan. Now, Power Rangers came out in 1993. I was born in 1990. So when Power Rangers was at its highest level of popularity, I was that age. I remember being 5, 6, 7 years old, and Power Rangers was everywhere. I remember the Mighty Morphin theme song. I remember the coloring books and the toys. I had friends that had the play sets. I remember when Power Rangers Turbo came out and the first movie came out. I knew who Zordon was, and I knew about the Megazord, and I knew things like the Red Ranger has the Tyrannosaurus Rex Zord, and the Black Ranger has the Mammoth Zord, and the Pink Ranger has the Pterodactyl Zord. Like, I knew all those things. But for some reason, I just never got into it. So I want to be open with you guys about that and let you guys know. Now, you might be asking, well, then why are you reviewing the clothes if you're not even a Power Rangers fan? Like, why are you here? And that's a fair point. But in my defense, I will say that I don't have the love for the character bias. So for some people, when they love the character or they love a property, if the clothing even hints at the character, it's gonna get a 10 out of 10. And so because I don't have that love for the character bias or the love for the property bias, that means that I'm gonna be able to give you an objective opinion on just the clothes. Do I think that the design looks cool enough as it is? Do I think that it has the inspiration for that character? Again, not a big Power Rangers fan, but I'm familiar with it. I know that Tommy's the Green Ranger. I know that he has his dragon shield. I know he has that knife flute. I know that his Zord looks like Godzilla.
I call the power of the dragon!
Like, I know all these things, so I'm not totally out of the loop, but let's get right into it. I'm gonna talk about the hoodie first, and then I'm gonna talk about the joggers. The specific tracksuit that I will be reviewing is the Green Ranger. I'm 5'10", about 185 pounds, and I'm wearing a large in both the hoodie and the joggers here. I wanna start talking about the color of green that they use. It's this forest green color. I love the shit that they went with because I know what Tommy's suit looked like in the show. It was a little bit brighter, but the costumes that they wore in the 90s show, it was like this polyester sheen type of material. And then a lot of the stuff they shot was outside, so when the sun hits it, it reflects it even more, making it look even brighter. But I like the fact that they went with this slightly more muted colored green. I think it looks a lot better. And I actually really like the gold color that they used too. I think it is the perfect shade of gold. It's not, again, like a bright yellow. Now I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the design features, but let's talk about some of the functional features. There are two pockets, one on the left and one on the right side. They're the kind of hidden pocket designs that they SUPERX does on some of their hoodies. The pockets are a nice depth. They're not a kangaroo pocket, so they don't connect in the middle, but you know, they're good enough depth. They work very well, no complaints there. And as you can see, there is the official Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo right there on the front. An official logo showing that, again, this is officially licensed. And then on the back, you can see the Dragonzord logo. Overall, I like this hoodie a lot. I would say go true to size. The hoodie's a good depth. The hoodie can be tightened by a bungee cord that attaches together in the middle. It's something different they haven't done before. They usually have two separate cords. I'm actually totally fine with that center cord. Makes no difference to me. I think it looks good. I like how they went with the gold color on that as well. Now, if you're a big Power Rangers fan, you know that Tommy has that dragon shield, which is that yellow diamond, in the middle of his chest, and then he has those big yellow shoulder pads. So some people were saying, well, why isn't there more yellow on the outfit, or why isn't there more gold on the outfit? And that's a fair question, but I want to kind of fill you guys in on something. I was actually able to see a lot of the early concept ideas for the Green Ranger suit, and a number of them had gold on the shoulders. And in my opinion, it looked too much like a costume. If you guys are new to SUPERX and maybe you've never bought from them before, one of the things that SUPERX always tries to do is they want their clothes to look bold, but not loud. Most of you guys are working out in a commercial gym. Very few people can, have the space in their house to have their own private gym, or most people are not working out in a private gym. They're in a commercial gym. They're also not just going to the gym and coming home. They gotta go to the store, they're running errands, like in between picking up their kids, etc. So the goal is to not make it look like you made a stop at Party City before you went to the gym. It needs to be bold so you stand out, you get that, that character vibe that you're going after, but it's not too loud. And in my opinion, seeing the dragon shield on some of the designs, it was very loud. Another thing that you guys gotta keep in mind is the more colors you add, the more panels and stuff you add, the cost of the garment goes up. So SUPERX jackets are generally around like $100 to $110. That's not cheap. Now, they last you a very long time. I think it's worth the money. Like, honestly, I've had some of their hoodies that I pay full price for that I've had since like 2019, 2020. I still wear them to this day. They're in great shape, but it raises the price up. So once you start adding all these other features, now you take a jacket that is gonna be 110, and now it has to be 150 or 160. And it just makes it less accessible for more people. So with all that taken into consideration, I think that they made a smart decision without including that dragon shield. I've shown this hoodie to multiple people. A lot of them are not Power Rangers fans, and they still immediately look at it and go, oh, that looks like a Power Ranger. That looks like the Green Ranger. So you don't need to have the dragon shield to get that inspiration from the Green Ranger. Of course, it's my review, so it's just my opinion. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Would you really like to see that dragon shield? Would you like to maybe see it in a different version of a Green Ranger tracksuit that SUPERX might come out with? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Now we're going to get into the joggers. The joggers are also a size large, like the hoodie. These are a very, very comfortable pair of joggers. I would say go true to size on these, don't size down. Something else about the fabric, it's the same in the hoodie. It is a cotton spandex polyester blend. So it feels durable. It feels, thick enough to be durable, but it's also light. It's very stretchy, and it keeps you warm, but it's also breathable. You have a nice gold waistband. You have gold at the end of the drawstrings. You have two pockets here. They're both zipper pockets. They have a great depth. And these also have the Dragonzord symbol as well as the Power Rangers logo. As we come down, there's something different about these joggers that I don't think I've seen SUPERX do before. Normally on SUPERX clothes, when you see patterns, they're actually stitched together. It's not a single layer of material. But what they did with this is it's actually one panel. Now, when I first saw this, I wasn't a big fan. I said, well, doesn't it kind of like lower the quality of it? Does it look kind of cheap? But actually, I like that, and I'll tell you why. I don't think it's a good idea to have a bunch of stitching around the calf of a jogger because it adds weight. Also, for me, on my leg, I don't want to feel a bunch of panels and stitching scratching around my calf. So to me, from a functional standpoint, I think it was a good idea for them to just make it one panel. And this portion is more of a polyester blend, so this is not gonna fade or bleed or anything like that. Like this is, you can stretch the material and see it. Like it's not washing off or anything, like it's in the material. Another thing that kind of had my concern in regards to the joggers for the Green Ranger is the Green Ranger's pants do not look the same as the other Rangers pants. The other Rangers have that diamond design on their boots, and the Green Ranger has more of a shark tooth design on his boots. So these are not actually accurate to the Green Ranger suit. And I'm kind of torn on this. On one hand, I think it might have been nice to see that shark tooth design to stick more true to the character. But on the other hand, one of the things that came to my mind was a lot of you guys just can't afford the whole suit, and that's totally fine. Again, the hoodie's not cheap, the joggers are not cheap. A lot of times the joggers are like $90. So that means you're spending over $200 for the hoodie and the jogger set. A lot of you guys just can't afford that. It's too much. Some of you guys just don't even like the hoodies. It may be like you live in a hotter environment. Let's say you live in Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, where it's just warmer. And some people just don't wear hoodies that much. It's not even they live in a really hot place. They just, look, I don't need 6, 7, 8 hoodies. I don't want that much. So a lot of you guys out there will just buy the joggers. So here's kind of my take on this diamond design. On one hand, it's not that accurate to the Green Ranger. I get that, but on the other hand, the nice thing about just wearing the joggers with that diamond design, it says Power Rangers to me. If I was to see, and I saw some iterations and some designs of the joggers that were just mostly green with like the gold waistband and just kind of like the Dragon Zord logo on it, it didn't say Power Rangers to me. It kind of just looked like a green pair of joggers. With this design, without even the hoodie, it says Green Ranger. It says Power Rangers. So I'm kind of caught in the middle of that. Like I can see pros and cons to both. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys would have preferred. My sizing recommendations for these are true to size. I'm wearing a large in both. I would say stay true to size in these because they are a slim fit, especially with that hoodie because it's a pullover. So the last thing you want is to kind of like get stuck in there or you start kind of ripping the stitching because you just can't get it off. So I would say stay true to size on these. With this drop, you got the Green Ranger, the Red Ranger, and the Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin. Later on this year, they're gonna be coming out with other colors. They're also gonna be coming out with things like shorts and screen print shirts and long sleeves and a bunch of other items as well. And then who knows, maybe like next year sometime, there might be other seasons of Power Rangers that they might use, you know, like Ninja Storm or Power Rangers SPD or something like that. So, you know, who knows, sky's the limit, but I'm super excited that this is like a big step in the company of SUPERX. Like who knows where this will be able to take them. If you know someone that's a Power Rangers fan and they need some active wear, I mean, this is kind of like a done deal. It's like a match made in heaven. You're not gonna find something better that's gonna be officially licensed and it's amazing quality for activewear. It's like a no-brainer. Again, if you're trying to save money and you want a discount, use my discount code at checkout, JEMIL. It'll be good for 15% off anything on their site. Please make sure to like this video if you found it helpful, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.